Hey guys, what you guys are looking at now are the classes that I use to get my Moab. So if you guys want to copy them, you can. And so I use the MP7 with silencer and extended mags. My secondary, which I did not use, so I'm not even gonna say it. And I use the Simtex and the flash grenade. And for my perks, I use Scavenge Pro, Assassin Pro, and Sit Rep. My specialist bonus that I use was Sleight of Hand Pro, Hardline, and Stalker Pro. And the death streak I use is Juice. So I have a couple stories I want to share with you guys. And you know how little brothers always, pick on their younger brothers. And so I was like 2. So I had a little swing, and I love swinging it. So my brother told me to get in the swing. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So my brother somehow found a bungee cord, and I don't know where, but he found one. Excuse me, and he hooked it up to the rope that was on the side of me, because the rope ended up hooking up on top of a branch. But he found a bungee cord, held it up to the side of me, and he pulled as far as it can go. And he told me he lost his grip, but I'm sure. But when he let go, the bungee cord shot like a rocket and hit me in the head. And let's just say I kind of was bleeding everywhere in the head. Yes, that hurt like hell. And my brother's is 3 to 4 years older than me, so he gets everything before me. So for Christmas, he was able to get a 3-wheeler, and I got jealous because he was able to ride it and have fun. Well, I couldn't because I was not old enough. So he was able to ride around, have fun, and yeah, so I had to watch. So I probably cried, who knows? But after my time was I was 3 or 4, I was able to get one too, and so I was always used to ride with my brother like all the time. So this one particular day, he did not want to ride. I don't know where it was. So my stepdad decided to do some garden work, but I live in a ranch house, and I had the front yard, backyard, left yard, and the right yard, and 49 acres plus the 10 acres, and the rest of my 49 acres that I have is all woods, and I'm like surrounded by woods besides the 10 acres of grass. But yeah, so my stepdad was in the garden, and I don't know why I was riding around the yard, and I decided to look at him for a couple seconds, and I was not paying attention of where I was going. So I hit a concrete lid for our what's it called, sewage tank, and let's say I did a couple flips, somersaults, and yeah, but my thriller did not break or nothing, so I'm happy for that. And that's why you should pay attention and wear a helmet. And another story I have for you guys is my stepdad got me a 1971 mini bike, and got my brother a 1991 Honda 70. But it was raining this particular day, and I'm usually never allowed to ride on the grass. So I begged my stepdad, and he let me, which he probably regrets, but I don't know. But I was riding through the yard on my driveway for a good half an hour to an hour, and eventually I'm like, yeah, forget this, I'm gonna go in the yard. So when I did that, I made a halfway around the yard, and I kind of slipped onto the grass, and I burnt my leg on the muffler, and that hurt like hell. And like, I was in shock, so I didn't really feel it. But the thing that really hurt was like when changing the bandages, because the bandages, or whatever you want to call it, would stick to your wound, and you had to rip it off every single time. Yes, that's what sucked. So moving on to one other story that I have is, like, I'm more of the responsible one, and I'm the one that saves my money if I want something. My brother's different. My brother probably, like, when he has his money, he'll probably buy some drugs or something. I don't know, but I'm different. I save my money to get what I want. So I bought a Chinese broiler with my money, and after a couple of years, I thought it was slow, so I sold it for $400, and the money that I saved up in my bank, I used 400 of it, took it out of the bank, and I bought myself a Yamaha Blaster for $800 from some Mexican, but I'm not gonna tell you a story about him. Maybe in a different video. But so I got it, and after I was like 12 when I got it, and after a while, it was just slow for being a Yamaha Blaster. So I had my stepdad fix the throttle, and that's what ended up happening. So my brother figured, it's fall on the side road, and I thought my stepdad fixed it, but he didn't. So, just get to my driveway. There's a bridge that you have to go over, and it's like a side road if you want to go back over my bridge. So, my brother took off onto the side of the bridge, or took off onto our side road, and I was following him. And, I was coming around, I was going around the yard like an angle. So, if, next thing you know, my throttle's stuck. So, if I could not stop, I was, going third gear, full throttle, and, yeah, or I was gonna, go off, going onto the bridge and it's not there, which I know soft place land because I'd just land on water or I'd drown. So I figured, I was gonna go, turn before the bridge, and, but I forgot about these pipes that were, sticking out. So, I probably would have, made it like Evel Knievel, but, those pipes were there. So, I skidded on that, and I nosedived down, and, I didn't get hurt because I jumped off right onto the soft mud while my four-wheeler nosedived down, hit the front bumper, and tipped upside down, sucking in all the water. Yeah, so, after that, my brother realized that, I wasn't behind him, so he came back and helped me flip it over, because I was freaking out, because I was like, oh my god, my four-wheeler is flooding. So, we got it flipped over, and we drained all the, water out of the motor, and, it was running for a little bit, and it stopped running, so we tried cleaning out the carburetor, and, it ran for a little bit longer, and it, stopped. So, we figured out there's like a gallon of water in my tank, because, we didn't think water could have gotten in the tank. So, we drained that out, got more gas, so now it's running like a boss, and we fixed our throttle cable because we figured out there's sand in it, so now it's running like a boss, and, I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you liked my commentary, drop me a like, and, I just want to thank you guys again for watching. So, peace out, and I'm out. That was weird.